All right, so in this video, I'm going to talk about mainly spreads, but also mentioning the ask versus the bid price, also covering commissions and swaps. So these are charges that you get with your broker account as well. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open, and by the way, I've got trades in because I was doing a video before and I've just kind of left them in. So I'm going to open this new order chart right here. Okay, and on it you can see instantly you've got, sell by market, buy by market. So if you're going to put a trade in, you know that them are the buttons, especially if you wanted to do a market execution, them are the buttons that you would press to enter. So just to let you know, which you may not be aware of at this point, you may hear people talking about ask price versus bid price, and all that is, it's just another word for, you sell and you buy. Okay. So your sell is also known as your bid price. So when you're bidding, this is also your sell price, all right? And your buy price is also known as your ask price. So obviously you want to buy it. So you're asking your broker, can I buy it at this price? And your broker will say no, more than likely. So before we kind of delve into this, I'm just going to quickly show you. So this is price right now. So we're on factor closer. So pound US dollar. Remember, this is your quote price down the side. So if I was to buy right now, this is the price that's shown to me right now. So this is the broker feed. This is a demo account, by the way. So sometimes the numbers can flag and be different, which I'll kind of explain what I mean by that in a moment. But this is basically your price. So you might say, right, well, I want to put a buy in right now. I know it's fluctuating, but 1.2090 around this area. I want to buy right now, right? So you open up your order and you go to buy. However, your ask price and what the brokers are going to give you are slightly different. So if you look right now, you have to be very quick to notice this. You may even want to pause the screen a few times and just kind of look to compare the numbers. And like I said, for some reason, the demo accounts are just, the numbers are just all over the place. So obviously I've got price there, 79, that's at 88. So just to give you, so that's 8788. So that's a 1 pip difference. Okay. So what that means is that I'm thinking I'm getting it at this price, but this is the price that I'm going to get when I actually press this button. And there may be a little bit of a lag in there as well. But there is a pip difference. It's slowly moving there. And the same in reverse for the sell price. So I might want to sell at this price right now, 8788, and you can see that actually it's slightly different again. So I want to sell at this price, and the broker's like, no, you can have it at this price. So those prices are obviously different. Now the spread, I mean, you can see it visually here, but the spread is money that the broker makes, and this is the difference between the sell price and the buy price. So right now we can see, I mean, it's very, very like small, actually. It's cool. It's quite good on here. It's, I would say, around about 1 pip, maximum 1.5, 2 pips max. But we're working on really like a 1 pip spread, which is a great spread, by the way. So what that means is it's basically you want to get in at one price, and it's kind of giving you the at one price less or more than you wanted to be entered into. This can kind of have both positive and negative things, but personally I would say obviously more negative things, especially when it comes to your stop loss and your take profit being triggered. Okay, but it can also be good because say if you were waiting for an entry and it was one pip away, but the spread was 2 pips, you would make sure you were entered in that trade. So that's what I mean by it can have its positives and its negatives. But if you open this order, you can see visually here, but what I'm going to add is these two numbers really should be the same as these, and are slightly out. But if you go onto a live account, they are quite, well, they're accurate, they're quite the same. But demo accounts for some reason are a little bit lagging behind. So hopefully that can kind of, hopefully I've explained for that is what a spread is, and it's quite simple to understand. Now we're going to put it into, real life on a chart. So I've already got orders in from another video, so we're just going to stick with the ones that I've got in. So as you can see, I've got a buy here, I've got my stop loss here, my take profit, sorry, is up here. So what can happen with your spread is price could come down to around here, Let me just go down in a minute. So your price that you can see on the chart right here may come down to this area here, and let's say that your stop loss is 1 pip away. Okay. If before we said that, you know, GU right now it's about 1, maximum 2 pip spread. So if the spread sticks at 1, you should be fine. However, it may just trigger you out, especially if it goes beyond that. So if it goes, so if there's 1 pip from where price will currently be. In fact, I'm going to actually make it a bit easier for you to explain, to understand right there. I'll pop it here. So in a minute, we'll see what this does. You may not be able to see properly with it being quite a good spread, but what you may see is it not really hit the line or go through it, but knock me out right there. What, it doesn't do it. So we'll leave that there so we know where price has been. So what can happen, like I say, is you can be knocked out early by a spread, especially if, like I said before, you're trading the end of a trading day, 10 p.m. spreads go quite large. Some currency has to have bigger spreads than others as well. And also if there's like a new session coming in or red folder events, so big events, spreads can kind of go large. And then, like I say, what can happen is I've got my stop loss set at a certain price, but the pips, the spread can obviously knock me out. And the same goes with the take profit as well. So let's put this down here. Right. So that is 2 pips there. Oh, let me see. So that is 2.4 pips away from my entry. That's my take profit. So a few things can happen with this as well. So price can kind of move up, and the spread can mean that it looks like it's triggered me take profit, but it hasn't. Meaning that, you know, price could then revert and just go back down again and head towards my stop loss. Which is an absolute shocking thing as well. So it can, oh, I can hear an alarm and a dog. But I'm not going to stop the video and start again because I've got this far. But yeah, so that's basically how it can be good and bad, because it can get you out early when you don't want to, but it can also get you into a trade if, say, price doesn't necessarily go exactly to your entry because of the spread. You may be entered in a little bit early as well. So moving on to commissions then. So in the broker video that I've done, I explained that you could get brokers with really good raw spreads, which means it's just a live feed into that currency, and the broker's not kind of adding anything onto the spreads to make money. It's just a raw spread, and they're generally really, really low. Okay, but then when you have low spreads, you also might have to pay then commissions. All right, so low spreads, the broker's going to make the money somewhere, so then they would charge commissions. And this is where your commissions will be shown. However, this account I've chose for a standard account, which means my spreads are a little bit higher than the raw spread account, but I don't pay commission, and that just kind of suits me a little bit better. So with the raw spread account, obviously smaller spreads means, you know, you're going to get in more accurate entries. It's less likely to trigger your stop loss and your take profit at the wrong time. So that's basically how that works for the commission and stuff as well. With your swaps, now you can get a plus swap, and you can also get a negative swap as well. So I remember when I used to trade gold, when you put a sell in on gold, it used to be a plus swap. So a swap is basically something that is added to your account when you kind of keep your trading overnight. So from one trading day to the next. So 10 p.m. when the trading day ends and the new one begins, you can incur a swap, which could be plus or it could be minus, and it will come off obviously the amount of your floating trade. And this happens night after night after night. All right, so I think if you're going to be a trader that's going to have trades in the long term, what just happened there? I don't know quite what. But if you're going to kind of keep your trades in overnight, then this will obviously just accumulate, like I said, either a minus or a plus. So if you're going to be a long-term trader, it's definitely worth finding out which ones have a plus swap and which ones have a negative swap, because sometimes it will go in your favor. Some people prefer to be day traders, so they're kind of not even having the problem of, you know, spreads around the trading end of trading day, and then incurring obviously that swap as well.